What's going on, people? Welcome to United View. KG is in the right place. Yeah,
no,
because
not,
he's an imposter. He's got his Ajax shirt on.
Oh, this is
he's
what I'm wearing.
Players. Yeah,
that's a beautiful shirt. Beautiful shirt.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the guys.
You need to move it to where it was.
All right. Okay. You happy now?
Yeah.
Okay. Welcome to the show, guys. Like Fatboy says, he says, this is gonna be a wicked show. It certainly is. We're with our We Talk Ajax family, Sabi, Papimento, and Ajax. I'll start with you, Ajax, very, very quickly. How you doing, bro? Welcome back.
I'm doing fine, man. I'm glad that finally we turned KG around, because he's so with not signing our players. He decided to join us. So
this is my disguise.
Mission accomplished, man. Mission accomplished. How are you guys doing?
Wait, hold on. I need to let you lot know this is my disguise. I'm gonna wear this to the training when you lot start open training sessions, and I'm gonna just have a quick chat with Timber and say, "Big man, come on, bro. I know LVG said a madness, but trust me, man. You're
going undercover, bro.
I'm getting undercover, fam. That's the only way I can do it."
Raz says for a second I thought We Talk Ajax signed KG. KG can be pimped out to anywhere. He's whoever players.
I'm undercover, bro.
You know what I mean? Papimento, thanks for coming back on, bro. How you doing?
All good, man. Thanks for having me. And I just wanted to say, great 100K party. Watch it on YouTube. Amazing, amazing. You guys are sick. Keep it up, guys.
Thank you very much, man. It was a great night. It was a good night.
KG, there's been some comments about your first touch. I didn't want to bring it up, but since we're talking about it straight away,
I told you.
Well, there was a comment that said, KG, you don't pass the eye test. So
I did say this when I said that. Don't
worry. As I said, you lot know what to do. We'll set up the five aside, and they'll just see what me just banging in goals, bro. I just bang it like
not past me, mate. No chance.
And obviously we have Sabi as well coming back for a second time, bro. How you doing, man?
Doing great, man. Thanks. Very happy being here, man. But just one question. Yeah. How the hell did you all let Marcel win that game?
Well, there's a thing.
I tell you why he won, because I'm not happy about it. I'll tell you exactly why he won, because they ganged up on me, right? I was winning that thing, and they eliminated me. They teamed up on me. The footage is out there, but it wasn't. It was edited, manipulated.
Leak it, Owen.
They mess with the tape. Yeah, they mess with the tape. But listen, Marcel, that thing is called Talk Social. It's a social place. Everyone's having drinks. Marcel, I saw him turning down cocktails and asking for water before the game. I saw him.
That's right, because I was. If anyone wasn't, I think there was levels to intoxication. Me and Owen were right up there. I don't know with Flex how.
I don't think the footage shows this as well. Me and KG did a warm up, and then we got really out of breath. And we walked over to each other and said, "We're really out of breath because we've just done this warm up." Over there, Marcel, he's getting an energy sachet. He's getting ready.
Exactly. So don't let Marcel fool you. If Marcel walked out of there with anything other than a win, shame on him, because he practiced for that. Do you know what I mean? So big up Marcel. But anyway, guys, we got a lot to get through. The last time we spoke was off the back of you guys winning the league. It was an amazing trip to Amsterdam. You guys hosted us. It was amazing. Everybody saw the footage, and it was a great time. It was a great time. We then I think at the back end of that, we kind of woke up to the news that Frenkie de Jong was linked, and we done that great video of you guys breaking down how good he is. We're still here on June 26th, and we still haven't signed him, by the way. But we'll get to the Frenkie bit in a little while, because KG and the crew and everyone. Go on.
Ready.
I want to know why you lot are being selfish. Let's get into the meat and potatoes. You guys are being selfish with your players. Let them go. Timber, we need him. Antony, we need him. We even need Martinez. What's going on? Why don't you lot want to see us have these great players? You're selling everybody else.
We're not a charity club, bro.
No, but we're gonna give you money though. Like, what's going on? Like, I'm shocking that you lot want to hold on to everybody. Like, you gotta let them go. It's a rebuild for you guys. You need to start again.
If you guys are smart, you just buy Tagliafico for 4 million for us. And I heard today that he's somewhere linked and is on the list somewhere at the club. So this is doable. But all the other targets, you have to pay up for it, man. It's not charity, We met our quotum for Haller and Gravenberg and the millions that got in by those transfers. And If you want them, pay up. You can pay up. Stay. Simple as that.
Look, KG, your only selling point at the moment is Ronaldo, man. So if you get Frenkie de Jong and stop haggling for the 1 and 2 million, you know, and you get him, you would have 2 selling points, and that would be your foundation to build up and people believing in the plan. So if you had Frenkie a little earlier, maybe you could have convinced Timber, but now it's too late, man.
Do you think it's too late for real? Do you not like
Timber? Yeah,
no, Timber is
not coming. He wants to stay.
Yeah, Timber's not happening. I think at that point, isn't it
happening.
widely reported that new contract was the terminology that deal is dead? I think they said that deal is pretty much dead. I mean, I do have a question actually. At what point do Ajax fans? Obviously, they love Ten Hag, clearly, right? But at what point does there start to become a little bit of resentment of? Okay, you know,
Sorry.
Yeah. When? Because this is legitimately 4 players have been linked. It is, and even as a United fan, you go, that's silly. That is getting silly, though.
It's funny, man. It's just
getting
funny.
harder and harder, indeed, man.
And all those comments, you know, by those Man United fans, also in the timeline, engaging with them, and they're starting getting more loud, you know, but still no signing. So I'm just saying, maybe you should go for another player. Blah, blah. No, we're getting Timber. You wait and see. We're getting Antony. Let's see.
KG promised us he wouldn't be greedy, and he wants now everyone at Ajax. You know, I don't know what's happening.
I told you that. I told you, look, I wanted the seats. I could have taken everything from the Ajax stadium.
How's the contract going with the lunch lady?
Huh? I want the lunch lady as well, bro. Give me her. She needs to transfer. She's just gonna be speaking Dutch, not even knowing what she's doing in Carrington. But we need her, bro. If she's gonna make the players quicker, let's go. But no, on a serious note, though, Antony did say, "Boss, whenever you need me, I'm ready." Pretty much.
But so why was it wasn't a good vibe video, KG, before he was linked. So every player got to say something nice to the coach, and now it's just being screenshotted. You know. Yeah. He wants to go. He wants to stay with the coach. So at one point in time, it will happen that somebody can use that quote. But it was before he was linked with Man United. But still, I think he wants to come. I think he will not decline an offer. But yeah, you guys have to really pay up for it because we met our quantum. So they stated 70, 80 million. And if you do not pay it, we do not need to sell it. That's what was stated by the club. So yeah,
it won't happen.
Look, Antony and Martinez both have contracts till 2025, right? And Timber 2024. So 2 years contract, and both have 3 years contract. So yeah, for Ajax, it's like we don't need to sell, man.
I think that's the interesting point there. I'm going to get these super chats out there, and then we go into this a bit more. Ginger Fury says Pereira's finally being sold. Is that what? Have I missed that? Is there
in the last like 10 minutes or so? Fulham reportedly have made an offer. I think those are reports coming out of Brazil as well. 10 million euros.
Decent.
How much did you guys pay for him?
No, you create. Let me create him.
Created.
I'm actually his parent, right?
Yeah, we created.
Blue Aberdeen with I says KG going to use his Oscar-worthy acting skills to go undercover between Timber and Antony. I think we're going to need more than that. And Ice Sport says KG to young Ajax to improve his first touch. And they said. And Sheets of Metal says, what's Man United waiting for? I think just in general. I think you mean just with transfers. Thanks for the super chat there. And there's another super chat here from Afik. And Afik says, Antony was doable at the start. We're spending too much time on Frenkie de Jong, who doesn't even want to come. I just hope we get this across the line. Otherwise, we're going to be in the mud. And Tabiso says, we need Timber more than Antony. Harry, nah. And Sheets of Metal says, it's a disagree soundboard. And where are we at as well? Hold on. Okay, cool. The bit where you were saying there, Papimento, that, Ajax actually don't need to sell. I think there was this, not a misconception, but there was a notion that, Ajax are a selling club. This happens to them quite regularly. We've seen that happen. You guys admitted that. But like Ajax was saying there, you've reached your quota. Is that important for Manchester United fans to realise now that you're no longer in that stage where you need to sell? Hence why there's these high price tags being slapped on the likes of Antony, Martinez and Timber.
Yeah, it's not only about not selling. It's also about having a quality team next year to compete, because we also want to compete in the Champions League and we want to hurt the big teams. That's a known objective for Ajax. So, yeah, of course, we sell certain players, but we lost Gravenberg, we lost Mazraoui, we sold Haller. So we can't sell our whole team because the drop would be too huge for us, man.
Why you don't even care about Haller going? You're happy that he's gone.
I know he's gone.
I know it, bro, because I remember
great business.
Guys, don't add Haller to the thing like, we're so sad we lost that guy. You look,
still needs replacing.
But he needs replacing. Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Still don't have Robbie from Leipzig. That was on loan.
I want him as well.
Oh, you want everyone? Come on, you can't just do this.
But
go on.
No, I just wanted to add, like, okay, all this Frenkie deal is going on, but Frenkie is on, Eriksen is on a free transfer. I heard Malacia from Feyenoord, that's a really good left back, went for 15 million to France. I'm like, where's Manchester United if the back line needs to be changed all the way?
Missed opportunities. Yeah, definitely.
Sabi, how do you see it? If there are these high price tags now put onto Timber, Martinez, and Antony, if you was to put money on one of them, do you think who would you put it on to move? Because Antony, I think out of the three, we're hearing a lot of rumors that the price is high, but his camp is still asking Ajax to listen to the offers. Do you think there's still something in that?
Yeah, for sure. If I have to choose between those three players, I think Antony is the one who is the most replaceable from these three. I mean, our back line, our central defense, those are so tight. They can play so well together. We should not lose it. They're our backbone. And Antony, attackers. There are many attackers. And as Papimento said, we don't need to sell. So we are seeking a jackpot. Whether United will pay or not, it's up to them. But if we got the jackpot, we will be able to replace, at least to replace him with another player for 30, 40 million. I don't know. But I think Timber and Martinez are a no-go. At least Timber for sure.
See, that's the one. Ajax, do you agree with that in terms of there's no bluffing here from Ajax? Like, it has to be big astronomical money. And could you see someone like Antony, I don't want to say being disrespectful to the club and forcing a move, but being a little bit more assertive and maybe kicking up a stink? And what is Ajax's kind of system against that if a player does want to leave? If they do see their future somewhere else, how do you guys usually operate?
Yeah, it doesn't happen that often, but it could happen. It's still football, So things can happen, and I do not see it happening soon because he's happy at the club and he's still a value for us, and he has a long-term contract. But if he really wants to go, he can start making some havoc. And I hope he doesn't. But we will have to wait and see how the club handles it. We do not have Overmars anymore. We have now Klaas-Jan Huntelaar and Hamstra. And they have to decide what to do with it. And alongside with Edwin van der Sar. So the team also at the management level, it changed. So you cannot say that we'll handle it the same as with Overmars at the helm. So we just have to wait and see. And for me, to add what Sahbi said, I do think that Martinez is maybe easiest to leave Ajax, not to replace, but he's been the longest at the first team. He still has a contract left for a few years. Antony is there for like 1-2 years now. Timber, 1.5 years. Martinez has been there longer. So I do think if the right amount comes in, I would be very sad. But he's maybe the easiest option to get in unless you pay the jackpot price for Antony. But I do think that that will be easier because maybe there will be a little bit more lenience with him leaving because he's been at the club a little bit longer. But still, they will need to pay like 50 million or 50 plus. And with Arsenal also in the race, it's not only Manchester United that wants him, it's also Arsenal that wants him. So there's some competition there. And if Man United backs down, it doesn't mean Arsenal backs down or vice versa. There are several teams really chasing him. So it's with Antony, it's now I think only Manchester United, or at least in the media. So we will have to wait and see how it unfolds. But for me also, Antony will be difficult to replace for our team, but the central defenders will be even more difficult for us. So, but if I were you guys, I would chase Martinez. I would sign Tagliafico for 4 million. He's in the last year of his contract. I've seen rumors about Raum, 35 million and stuff. Malacia went for 50 million, like Papimento said, and Tagliafico, he's such a great player. He's an Argentinian international. He knows it and have a style of play. It's like I cannot even understand why this has not been changed yet. So that would be my advice. But yeah, I do not think you guys want to chase Antony also, guys. You know, you have wingers. You need midfielders, defenders. Chase the right positions.
That sounds like just trying to put us off because you want to keep him. Like,
I totally agree.
You don't even want Antony that badly. You don't need him.
Defenders, chase the midfielders, and if you have Frenkie, that's one big puzzle piece of the new puzzle that's being laid. You know, he's so great. So
yeah,
just make sure you sign Frenkie and make some defense.
KG doesn't want him. KG doesn't want him.
Nah, I was upset. Listen, I want to ask. I was upset, and I think we need to do this as well. Let's go to Papimento again. We're looking at Frenkie de Jong potentially coming in. We've convinced him as much as anyone can be convinced in world football. There's a lot of Man United fans probably watching right now, a bit upset with the thought of him, thinking, why do we chase him for so long? What are we getting? Is it worth it? Can you just refresh the mind so we know if this is the guy that we need to get? And can he play in that defensive midfield position? Because we're not looking at any other ones.
Yes, Frenkie is not, let me say it like that. Frenkie is not the typical DM that wins a lot of challenges, but what he's very good at is reading the game, getting interceptions, very calm on the ball, press resistant. He will give you control on the possession end of the game. So you decide the tempo. You decide when you want to go forward and when you want to back down. It makes it easier with somebody that's so skillful and technical to build from there. I mean, even Harry Maguire would look good with Frenkie next to him. So, you know, like
that's a big statement.
That's a statement.
I'm telling you, Harry has only to pass the ball to Frenkie, and the rest will happen. But look, Frenkie is the foundation, guys. He's the foundation. He's gonna set up all your attacks. The only thing you have to worry about is this is World Cup season, and you guys are only busy with one player at the moment, and there's a lot of changes that need to happen still.
We're just waiting for the domino to fall. That's all. Don't worry.
You know, Frenkie is very talented. He can do a lot, but making Harry Maguire look good also, that's a lot, bro.
You're asking too much from him.
20% better.
No, but do you know what's funny? Ajax fully gets the Maguire feat. He's like, Ajax is like a Man United fan who doesn't like Maguire. Every opportunity he gets on social media, I see you, bro. I keep scrolling because we're friends, yeah? It's like one of them ones where I can mug him off because it's my player. I don't like, you keep doing it.
You know,
Ajax is in there.
But it's so funny, you know, all those media clips I see like on Instagram and stuff, and then you have the sound Harry Maguire, and then he does something stupid. It just cracks me up, man. I'm sorry.
I have to ask you guys this. I'm going to get through the super chats as well. But this is the first super chat. Sabi, I'll let you take this one. This is from Robert. He says, thoughts on Bergwijn to Ajax. And not that we care that much about Bergwijn as Manchester United fans, but in terms of knock-on effect, he's going to come back to Ajax, play on the right wing. Okay.
On the left.
I don't know. Tadic might have to, you know, Klassen's in the 10 and you got two up front. Might be Bergwijn and Tadic, you know, I don't know. But anyway, is that a thing where if you do get Bergwijn, is that your replacement for Antony? Is that it? Would Ajax be more like relaxed in terms of losing Antony if they got Bergwijn, or it doesn't matter?
No, it wouldn't matter, because the thing that we lacked last season was a technical footballer who got depth, who got speed. And we all saw that last season, especially when you guys were with us. With Antony didn't play, he was injured, and you saw we lacked a bit of depth in our game. And the reason why we got Bergwijn now is to have two type of players who can do both the same thing, perhaps at the same time, like the one on the left and the other one on the right. Bergwijn can play multiple positions, left winger, striker, right winger. So it's an additional strength that we got, and he might be the replacement of Haller. We might get an additional striker, but not as high level to start with. But Bergwijn could be the one that could replace him, and perhaps Tadic in the center, Bergwijn to the left, where we got Antony and Bergwijn and Tadic. So sorry, guys.
So it's not linked. Well, I tried to ask the question.
Yeah, listen, we're gonna go and try and get that player. No one says, boss, out like when you want me, I'm here. It don't matter when he said it. You don't say things like that because end of the day,
if you're going to start going down the route of going to the betting shops, put all your money on it, and all that kind of stuff. So I know where you're going. I know where you're going with this.
Money on it because Man United have to do the work, and it feels like this is the next saga. After we finish the Frenkie de Jong one, there's an Ajax saga coming, and it's going to be a long one. But I do know that I hope that you guys don't like a player that wants to leave, and your arrogance will kick in, and you'll be like, if you want to leave, leave. We're not begging anyone to stay at the mighty Ajax, and then we just pick him up. That's what I'm hoping for, to be honest. Would you lot do that? Would you lot get upset if he kicks and screams and wants to leave?
So Flex, is Lindegaard for Timber swap, man? Not happening, man. Not happening.
Lindelof, yeah. Would you take well? This is from Tabby Soul Super Chat says, would you guys take Lindelof straight swap for Timber?
Why would you downgrade him?
You're getting a seasoned pro international. He's played at Manchester United a good few years now. He has good hair.
You don't even sound convinced. You don't even sound convinced when you're saying it, Flex. Clear it in your voice.
He's got a good long range pass. He can clip it over the top. So if Bergwijn's running through, that long range pass, Diags gets it straight to his feet.
He'll probably play amazing there, though. That's the killer. He'll probably look great.
He actually would. I think actually in your system, he just needs a bit more organization, needs a bit slower paced football, i.e. Eredivisie. Lindelof would actually be all right.
He'd actually be great there.
Yeah,
he's not the worst of you guys defenders, So
he's not.
I don't know, man. You guys ruined him. I think it would take a year before his confidence is back.
That's fine. So just work with him 12 months. Keep building him. Give him a 5-year deal.
We got another player that I could interest you in. I've got a player called Brandon Williams. Another one, very young. Again, he'll be fantastic. A lot of hair, couple tattoos. He's learned his trade. Norwich, they got relegated. So he's learned from that. He'd be brilliant if you look good.
You got a compilation for us.
Listen, I think you should do talking.
That's a tough comp. I think
you
the clips are not clipping. On that one. The clips are not clipping on the Brandon Williams comp.
No, but they would clip. No, because if you look for the Brandon
Williams. You look for the Brandon Williams clips. You get 404 error missing. That's what you get if we look for those Brandon Williams clips.
Oh, you getting picking up thingy, bro. You getting picking up Eriksen and saying sorry. Why he's a good player. Again, you lot. If we could interest you in that deal, it would be amazing.
Let me get these super chats out. John Doe says Martinez won't get sold for less than 60 million. Is that fair to say, guys? Martinez as well. Has he got the high price tag too? We've been hearing.
At least 50. At least 50.
To be honest,
5, 60, somewhere around that region. Not anything less.
Okay. Exactly. We've got nearly 2,000 people watching as well. So smash a like on the video, subscribe if you're new. I saw Sheets of Metal just says there, you missed my super chat. I'm going to go through all the super chats now because I know there's a backlog. Cantona 92 says not an Ajax player, but what about Sanguer who plays for PSV? Looks like an out-and-out CDM. The guys are nodding. Is not so much Ajax. Not having him Ajax for Man United, no?
He's from PSV, so I'm not very happy talking about that. But still, yeah, he has some
good player.
He has some qualities. He's been dubbed like a good player, but I'm not the biggest fan. I think he misses a little bit of skill on the ball. But yeah, as a central defender, he could do the job. But I cannot see Frenkie and stuff and other midfielders linking up with him. It's not.
He does have the physicality for the Premier
League. Exactly.
Okay. He does have that, but Alvarez did ruin him in the Eredivisie a couple of times. So
Alvarez.
I mean, you can compare him with McTominay. He's a real breaker, physique.
Okay, now they don't want him anymore.
Likes to run a lot. But no, in the build-up, I think he lacks a little bit.
Okay.
This is we had a question, yeah. And anyone can take this question. We're asking about Donny van de Beek, yeah, because we don't know who's gonna play next to Frenkie de Jong, if he even comes, but we're imagining he is coming because you couldn't work on this negotiation for so long. Could you see a midfield of them two together? Is it possible? Can Donny become that guy that can play in that position with him and it will work for us?
You have to go back in time a bit, KG. Like in that 18-19 season at Ajax, we played with Lasse Schöne and with Frenkie de Jong as the two pivots in front of the defense. And Frenkie de Jong can do both, like Papimento said earlier. He has that ability to recapture the ball, to read the game, to distribute the ball, and also do his defensive load. He's a unique mix of like skills, you know. So besides him, with the Lasse Schöne, for example, we had a player that could build up also very well. So I can see it happening that maybe Donny van de Beek and Frenkie de Jong can be combined together at that double pivot role. But you have to take into account how physical the Premier League is. And this is something that I cannot like predict yet, you know, if they are strong enough to also be able to do it in the Premier League time after time after time. Because in Europe it worked for us against big teams. But yeah, the Premier League is a different kind of beast. So you have to try it out with the first games. But I do think there's potential there. And you have two players that can play the Ten Hag kind of game and that can distribute the ball from the back to the front. And this is something that is very important for you guys, because with the defense like it was last year and with the pivots in front of the defense, there's no building material there. They cannot pass the ball well. And this is the fundamental of the Erik ten Hag kind of play. So with those two, you're absolutely sure that they can do it.
Yeah, but you guys, you need to. Sorry, Flex. You guys need to convince Eriksen. You need to convince Eriksen. I mean, that's the type of player who could play beside Frenkie de Jong, and then you got Bruno Fernandes as well. It's pure football porn. Football porn, like it's like magic.
Yes. KG, hold on a second. Can I tell you something else as well? What? KG, can you press the Nigel Farage, because when before
you all laughed at me. Well, I have to say, you're not laughing now, are you?
Because right before Eriksen was even a thing, you said to me, Flex, are you crazy? This man's been through and we want to ask that of him and you didn't want him and all of this. And now when Sabi says that, now you're on board.
Because he doesn't
Can you apologize to me?
He doesn't want football porn. I apologize, Fleck. He doesn't want, he said it's football porn and I said, I'll take that.
That's the selling point. That's what I was missing out. That's what I was missing out about 5 weeks ago when I said, we need to get Eriksen.
Let's check out though. The pacemaker sitting, bro. Man United is tough on our hearts already. Yeah, this club is not easy, bro. Having the player run around here and we're still the same team, bro. We have not developed. There's not a signing since the last time.
But if you get Frenkie de Jong and him, you're thinking of it as now. There's a new manager. It could be Frenkie de Jong, could be him. That's a completely new midfield. Donny van de Beek back.
KG's not apologizing, by the way. He has not said I'm sorry yet.
Tell it to me. Wait, hold on. Let me, because we can just say again.
Are you going to apologize, though? Are you going to apologize?
Hold on, not yet. I need to hear a bit more.
Not yet.
Some more descriptives.
Well, you need to hear more than football porn.
I need to hear. I want to know what it's going to look like. I want to know. You're saying that it's the double pivot. If Eriksen,
it's PG show. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you could even use Eriksen as a backup for Frenkie, man. You guys have a rigorous schedule in the Premier League with the World Cup. He would be an asset just coming off the bench. Didn't you see him play for Brentford? It was magical sometimes, man. Seriously, and that's at Brentford.
And he played that role already in Italy, at Inter.
Yep.
Why is KG?
I don't know. It's true.
You won't even be able to. I can't even say what I saw in the.
I was hinting at KG, and you did not bite on it. Good for you.
Okay, well, hold on a minute. I'm so high up.
You said I want to know what it looks like. All
right, guys, 1 second. Let me just get all of these super chats out in a row because I'm so far behind. I'm not even in the bit of the chat what you guys have seen yet. So let me just get these out. I'm way up the top. Sheets of Metal says, don't put Arsenal in this. KG will get triggered. Yeah, obviously they've secured Gabriel Jesus. I know KG will be severely agitated by that. Gabriel Noel says, better than me. I would never put my neck out like that. Maguire could make the Louvre look like the Louvre look like a dumpster.
It's an art gallery.
De Jong can only do so much. They're not having it. Like Owen says, the art gallery can make that look bad. Newest member of the United View Members Club. Big up to Shafi as well. There's another one right there. Appreciate that. Cantona says, "No, we've read that one earlier." Maguire will make Frenkie de Jong. Will break Frenkie de Jong, says Keegan. So they're not having that. He can make him look well.
With this warm-up move.
Yeah, exactly. Christopher Singh says, big up for making content despite no real transfer news. Listen, away from transfers, there's always a lot to talk about, especially with the family from WeTalkAjax as well. So it was good timing. And Blue Abadi Abadai says, Lindy is not for sale. Lindy's better than Timber. I mean, and Blue Abadai is Lindelof's dad, I think. His brother.
Probably.
Sister, or
no, but he's a proper like. That's when Flex was saying sell Lindy. I thought.
He doesn't have it. And there you go. Robert says, did you already practice the he from Ten Hag?
We've given up, and we just call him Ten Hag.
Who's calling him Eric? Yeah,
Eric.
Eric. TH.
Eric. And there you go. Sheets of Metal says, KG, apologize. You talk so much rubbish to Arsenal. Will you apologize, KG?
No, definitely not. I'd rather say sorry to Fleck. Fleck, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to say to you. Arsenal are still shite, bruv.
Robert says, breaking. Everton want Alvarez for 30 million. Okay. Is that true? I haven't seen that. I'm not sure about that.
If that's true, he's gone.
Yeah.
What is that all it's going to take for him? Yeah.
Yeah, they set this price to 30, I believe. So I hope he stays because I'm a big fan of him. But a lot of the fan base would definitely let him go for 30. But opinion.
I mean, if you look at the Haller sell price, you should let him go at 30, right?
Yeah.
30 million. That's crazy. I can't believe you got 30 million for Haller. That is
35.
35.
Daylight robbery.
That's good. That's good business. That is good business. But we're up to date with all of the super chats, so you guys can carry on. Oh, just quickly here, Diego, latest member of the United View Members Club.
Another one.
There you go.
Can I ask a question, Flex? Can I ask
a question? Go for it. Yeah, we're up to date now.
Going back to Antony, and the price that was quoted previously was, they were hearing like 69, 70 million, around that kind of price. Yeah. As Ajax fans, do you think he's worth that? Or if United put in an offer of that, would you go, I tell you what, we've absolutely got him there because he's not worth that?
I need to know this.
Who are you asking it to, bro?
Yeah.
Anyone could take it.
Let me take it.
I can take it. Now, if I have to really look at his current value, 70 might be a bit much, but I do understand the price tag. I mean, it wouldn't be 40. It could be between 60 or 70, at least starting price of 60. But we are asking, at least Ajax is asking 70, 80 because we do not need to sell. And if we need to sell, we will only do that for the jackpot. So, and we all know United doesn't have those funds available, according to all those rumors. You never know. But is this his true value? I don't think so. He's still 2 seasons. He played 2 seasons at Ajax, but he is a Brazilian international. Always played and will be in the World Cup. So it might be, but I would definitely start with 60.
Papimento, what do you make of the United fans saying 50 million max? That's all you're getting. That's all he's worth.
Yeah, that's maybe if he's on a 2-year contract or something, but it's still 3 years there. Ajax doesn't want to lose him. So if you guys want him, it's that price. I mean, that's the additional money you're paying for. It's because Ajax doesn't want to lose him. And we also know the position United is in, right? I mean, it's not like you guys want him, and if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. No, you guys need him. So we are in the driver's seat, just waiting for you guys to pay up, or else move on.
We learned a lot from Tottenham how to bargain, because those are pretty hard, So it's like take it or leave it. We don't need to sell.
But
I have a question for KG though. How would you feel if Arsenal gets Licha and not Manchester United? Martinez, I'm talking about.
You know what? So I was gonna. And I'm gonna ask because I know how I feel deep down here, but I need to know how good is this player that is potentially going to Arsenal? Is he like this Martinez guy? Because I've watched the comps. The comps are comping, but I need to hear from you guys and to know is this the player? Is this someone that we shouldn't be trying to miss out on at any cost? Is he the guy that we need?
You know, KG, it's an easy answer because this guy's been at the club for a while now, and he was first at that one of those pivot roles on the midfield before he became a central defender. And he was actually playing very well at that position. He was always getting a decent grade, doing his stuff, making the passes, capturing the ball, putting that grinta, the defensive style into the team. So he was for us very, very great player. And then all of a sudden, in the new season, he got benched by Erik ten Hag. And I remember taping game talks on our channel with Juan, and I was like, how is it possible that he's benched? I do not understand. I cannot wrap my head around it. And after a while, he was implemented at the central defense position, and he rocked it also at that position. So you get a multi-talented, multi-functional player to your squad. He can play the midfield. He can play the central defense role. But not only that, the fun fact is we actually signed him as a left back, I believe. That was his original position that he was signed for. So
you guys John O'Shea, mate.
But I see him centrally better though. Centrally he's better, but he could play the left back position also.
Yeah.
So what's his best position? Is it left centre back or is it defensive
midfield? Maguire position.
Yeah. Okay. Wow.
We need him.
KG, does that answer your question? What do you think now?
Listen, let me be real with you. Yeah, Arsenal working on what they're doing. Yeah, it is scary. We have to understand we're competing with them for that 4th place position, plus Spurs, who I think they might even edge it into 3rd. I don't know. Depends on what happens with Chelsea, but I trust Conte as a manager. So now it's getting tighter for those positions, and like it or not, Arsenal are really strengthening. If they get Rafinha, they've already got like this Brazilian connection, and then it's scary. And that's all they need. They need a good centre back, and you would say they're built for the future. Arsenal are like, I'm hating on all the work Arsenal's done. It is fantastic. It's pissing me off.
But I think KG, from my perspective on United, I think you guys need to chill also a bit because the transfer window is still early. I know and I understand. You guys want signings, but I think it's a good sign also that he's sticking for Frenkie de Jong and they try to do the business, because it takes a long time. But if you secure that signing and then move on to the other priority targets, at the end of the season, at the end of the transfer window, it is important what you have at that point. And maybe Arsenal at this point is signing a lot, but don't be sad that you do not have anything yet, It is important that you stick to the targets that you want. And if Frenkie de Jong, in my opinion, if I was Erik ten Hag, Frenkie de Jong would be my #1 signing. So I will do everything to secure it and then maybe move on to the other puzzle pieces that are needed. So I know you are an enthusiastic guy and you want to do it overnight, but still.
So Ajax, are you saying Ajax?
You have no idea what you're walking into, my friend.
Ajax, I'm just asking a question. So with everything you said, there was quite a lot to depict. Was you basically saying that you think it's a good idea that Man United have waited this long for De Jong because he's essential? Like you have to get him, be patient, and judge the window at the end. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, absolutely. Judge the window at the end. But for Frenkie de Jong, it's a different kind of player. If it takes a while to settle the deal, it is worth it. And you do not know what kind of convincing maybe is needed, because at first you hear, "No, I want to stay at Barcelona," and now recently I'm reading things like he's open to come to Man United, So maybe Erik ten Hag is doing a lot of work and talking with him and stuff. So I'm not saying that it is difficult for you guys to not have a signing yet. It is, but if Frenkie de Jong comes, then things will stop coming. You just
May I add something to this? Some positives. Arsenal has been rebuilding for 15 years. So don't worry about that. You guys will go faster through it if you look at the transfer target. Because Frenkie is world-class. And if you look at the team, not many world-class players have been signed by Arsenal. And they're still playing with Chaka. So some positives there.
Now let me come back because I feel it's necessary.
Yeah, because this is the complete opposite to your whole feeling.
No, because you need to hear this because there's parts of at the end of the day, I couldn't tell you guys about Ajax or what is good and what is bad about Ajax because it's your club. You know the ins and outs, you know how it moves, and you know what to expect. I'm telling you, as a Man United fan, we have to be worried because my club at the end of the transfer window pick up players like Ahmad and Facundo and like free agents who were available the whole time. As you guys said, there was a time to come in and buy your players for the cheap prices, and we knew them. We just bought your manager. We should have just come back to you guys and said, "Hey, Antony, why you was trying to make that the amount of money that he was looking for before Haller was sold? We should have been there first. We wasn't."
No.
Why was that? So don't you think that we should have come earlier?
Talks with Man United fans for weeks now, and before the jackpot prices were mentioned, I was already, Antony is like 70, 80, Martinez is like 50 plus. I was already saying those figures. So I do think that the media here with the 40 million, it's possible to sign players for 40 million. It was over-exaggerated, you know. If you have to compare some stuff. If you have Darwin Núñez, I have been saying this on Twitter also. If you have Darwin Núñez on one hand, you know, different kind of position, but the similar league. If he moves for 100 million, you know, to Liverpool, why isn't Antony, that is a Brazilian international that has been showing his stuff in the Champions League, that has a multiple-year contract, why isn't he worth 70, 80 million? In my opinion, I know it's difficult because it's comparing apples with oranges, but he's a more talented player, in my opinion, than Darwin Núñez is.
But don't you think that we should have been trying to do
60 million? No, I just
Coming back to your question, KG. Yes, you guys should have sealed the deal with Frenkie de Jong ages ago, and that would have opened up so many other things for new transfers and the plan and people believing in the new route you guys are taking.
These guys are telling me to eat porridge, and there's nothing wrong, and they're just having fun on that Barcelona beach, just eating paella with chorizo in it, fam. It's disgusting, bro. Get to work.
But he was saying that he could have got our players at a discount price if they would have tried earlier in the transfer window. And I'm saying that's not true.
No, that wouldn't have happened.
No, that's not true. But we do miss a statement from United. I mean, Liverpool, Darwin Núñez, boom, they paid up. City, they got Haaland, they paid up. Even Arsenal paid up for Gabriel Jesus. They literally gave a statement like we are doing something. United is still like negotiating for Frenkie de Jong. Everybody knows Ten Hag wants Frenkie de Jong. Barcelona knows that as well. Pay up, move on to your next target because it's taking too long. It's taking too long, and fans are waiting, and you don't give a statement. It doesn't add up.
Sheets of Metal says it's all speculations who wears the Man United shirt. And AU says Alvarez is a cartel McTominay. Well, he's a Medellin McTominay, is he? Right. That was a good one.
Yes.
Ryan says, Owen, tell your dad stay away from shirts.
Don't worry about it. I've already had the conversation with him. I've had the conversation with him, and he said really like innocently, he went, "What? So if we sign De Jong, I'm not allowed to put it on the back of the shirt?" But no, he went, "Oh, okay." Okay. And he was like, and then I saw some people going, get him to buy a City shirt or a Liverpool shirt. But the power doesn't work like that. You know it doesn't work like that.
You know
can't
it wouldn't
control
work like
it. Once you try to harness it, it'll explode. No.
Tabistol says Taif Chong and Facundo Pelestri plus 40 million for Antony.
Absolutely.
I like saying his name, you know. I just like saying that guy's name. People think I hate him. I just love the fact that his name's Facundo, fam.
Yeah, that's a sick name, isn't it? Yeah.
Closest to, like, kind of sounds like it could be a Nigerian name. It's just not knowing it. Like, I just like it.
Rick and real Facundo-y is probably the Sheets of Metal says Conte and Spurs moving like madmen. And United, question mark. Yeah, we're not doing anything right as it stands, but we are extremely close to Frenkie de Jong, which we've heard for many weeks now. And Sheets of Metal again says Man United can buy out Barcelona players. Well, that's what we're trying to get one, because we know they need to sell. And Donato says City have replaced their bench striker with the world's best and used the Jesus money to sign Phillips for free, essentially. They are level. Shake my head. 100%. I mean, as much as this window isn't about us catching City and Liverpool because we're a million zillion miles off that, it is a reiteration of just how efficient they both are. It really is. Latest. Oh no, that's no, that's not a members club thing there. Here we go. Blue Abadi says Liverpool got Nunes for 85 million. We got Facundo Pellistri, Oli Master Plan. KG, when are you doing the cartwheel and marathon?
Tell him that I've already done the cartwheel, but I never said
you know what? The cartwheels were fine as well. I gave the clapping emoji on Twitter. They were fine. Was the form perfect?
No.
No.
Did
anyone expect them to be? No, I don't think anyone did. But I wasn't expecting that.
The fourth one wasn't bad.
And there was commentary during it as well. After like the fifth one, you could hear KG go, let's go.
Jeff D, thank you for...
Let's go.
Jeff D, thank you for becoming the latest member of the United View.
Another one.
Well, big up to Jeff. I think I've read that one. Here you go. I haven't read this one. Malloy says a midfield trio of Frenkie, Eriksen, and Donny should cook. Hold that thought right there. Red Baron says Man United have many journalists writing about them. It is a double-edged sword. We get a lot of updates, but it makes the fans fatigued. I think maybe in general we all need a break from social media.
Could be right.
Yeah, exactly. Because that's what I was saying. Because we get that run-in commentary, even if it's lies, we feel like we've just been led down garden paths for so long because we just get that running commentary, whether it's accurate or inaccurate. There you go. Just that little bit of, here you go. WJ Barrett says Ajax is 100% right. Anthony is levels above Nunes. So WJ Barrett, yeah, definitely. The super chat there, I want to go back to that from Red Baron. No, sorry, it was from somebody who said about the midfield three of Donny, Eriksen, and Frenkie could cook. I'll start with you, Papimento, and then Ajax, and then Sabi. I want you to all have your say on this. Papimento, is that, the Premier League has different constraints on it, different demands. Could that three work? And then what would happen to Bruno? Or is it a case of a bit of a mix and match? You might need a Fred in there to break it up alongside Frenkie and Eriksen, or Donny and Fred with De Jong, or what? How do you see it? What makeup could we have?
Look, it's not sure how United's still going to play. I mean, we're still talking about the Ajax style of play, but I can easily see him playing a 4-4-2 or a 5-3-2 system in which he will make it easier on Harry Maguire with three in the back. So, it all depends on which transfers you guys get in. But that midfield would cook, but not with the current defenders you guys have. So it needs... It needs quality there also to keep the field pressed and compact, so those players can elevate their level properly. And for me, nothing has changed, man. Bruno is still an option on the wing position. Sancho on the other side. Ronaldo striker. You don't need a winger, man. Seriously, you don't need it.
Interesting. Ajax, do you agree with that?
You need Anthony. The more he says that, the more I believe we need it.
I have to agree with the Bruno on the winger part since the first preview with Poppy, but this is my personal opinion. But I do think you guys have enough wingers, and I do think the midfield and the defense should be priority. So I think in the end you should try to sign those players. You try to sign those players that you really need. Like Tagliafico, like I mentioned before, he's 4 million. He can be picked up. It is not a big chance you're taking, but you
seem pretty keen to get rid of Tagliafico.
I keep saying it.
No. Just for him to stay. He's a great player.
He wants to leave.
He wants to sign a new contract and he wants a new adventure. This guy is quality. Trust me. Watch your compilation, KG.
We saw him score. He scored on the day. He scored on the day that you won the league.
Yeah, he was good. He was good that day as well.
Fans like him as well.
He has the grinta. He can play the passing play. He can make some crosses. I actually tweeted about it last week. I wish he stays at the club, but he's going to leave this season for 4 million agreed or on a free next season. So you guys have to start looking.
That's interesting. That's left back, isn't it?
He's left back.
Yeah. He was linking up well with Tadic that day. I remember the overlaps and he was just doing bits that day.
But you guys would love him, man. Mentality, the grinta, the fighting spirit. He has that same thing as Martinez. So you guys, that's exactly what you guys need. People with like that always want to win, and that's the mentality these South American players always carry.
It makes me worried a bit from Man United perspective. How is it possible that I always hit a big name signings with a lot of money involved? Why are these bargain buys? Because he's a steal at this price. In a normal contract situation, he would be like 30, 40 millions easy. He's that great. How is it possible that that kind of players do not come up on the radar? I don't understand.
He's even a starter for the Argentinian national team. He's a starter as left back.
Actually, behind, I believe it was Lionel Messi. Then it was Romero, the goalkeeper. When they were both absent, he was their third captain. He's been a captain a few matches because they were both not there. What does that say to you? If that guy is the third captain after Messi and Romero, who's experienced and all.
But he's 30 years old this summer. Is he not? Just check.
But
Yeah, so
but
he's
for a
30,
rebuild,
30,
Owen?
30 this August.
I have quality in my squad, Owen, at a certain age that can play a certain style that is necessary.
No, I agree.
What's the risk at 4 million though?
4 million, yeah.
That's true. The risk is lower. I do agree with that. I just think
But
that we should have a bit of a quota in the sense that if we're getting Eriksen, he's our over 30 player. We're getting on a free maybe this summer. It would be so United to be like, oh, we're doing a rebuild, and 2 players we sign are.
Is he better than Luke Shaw? Guys, is he better than Luke Shaw now? He's better than him.
100%.
I think for the Ajax system, yes.
100%.
Yeah, for the Ajax
Not
system.
even close to him.
Wow.
And I'm not saying
Unanimous.
Ajax.
That's the problem with Man United.
You watch compilations. Watch compilations about Tagliafico. Go watch his goals in the Champions League a few seasons ago. In one game, he made 2 goals, I believe. This guy's crazy. He has that grinta. He will have the defensive possibility to take care of the situation, and he will actually deliver an assist. It's not like Wan-Bissaka just going and then do nothing. He will do something for your team. He can do the combination play. He can give crosses. Trust me.
Yeah, he can. He's an inverted wing back, or he can also like overlap. So he can do both. Not like Luke Shaw, who is mainly on the left side, has those passes, those high crosses, which are great, by the way, from what I've seen. But he has that power, that explosiveness, which creates energy for the whole team.
And you guys have been really like sad about the mentality of the team, right? So a player like this could really help boost the fighting spirit within a team.
My thing is,
go ahead.
I was going to ask a question about because people want to know about Bruno, and is it possible for Ten Hag to fix him? Because people say, look, he's not economical with the ball. He loses possession a bit because he tries a difficult ball. Is it possible that he could be one of the players to shine on the Ten Hag system? Whoever wants that question.
Okay.
For me, 100%, he can shine under Ten Hag. He's a technical player. I think as a midfielder, he does have to do a lot of off-the-ball work. So that's why I think on the winger, he might be... he might not have to do that as much as he was doing on the midfield. So his energy will be more focused on the attacking side of it. And you will see more assists, more crosses on Ronaldo, more shots from Bruno. And being, just much more dangerous than he has been.
No, but under Ten Hag, every player needs to work hard. I mean, we saw Antony. Antony is a right winger, but he can be a right back as well, helping out our right back. Ten Hag has that formation whereby all the players defend and all the players attack, as long as you keep the space between the lines as close as possible. So the midfielders, whoever those would be, need to work hard. They need to attack and they need to defend.
And press.
That's basically the whole formula. And if Bruno doesn't really defend off the ball, he will have an issue with Ten Hag, because that's a must within the system.
It's refreshing to hear that. Shafi says, We talk Ajax guys. Tell the United View brothers that they worry too much. Erik ten Hag is here. He will make the players 30% better. Nico is a beast, by the way. I remember, was it one who said that last time? Who was talking about, you'll be very surprised that player X will become just a better player and this, that, and the other. I mean, Ajax on that. I know you know quite a few Man United players who aren't very good. But with the likes of Ten Hag, because we have kind of the Ten Hag things ran out already. Like the shine of Ten Hag, I'm telling you now, has felt like it's ran out. And it's quite sad, actually. I was saying this to Owen, I think on yesterday's show, that Monday, I know he was in Carrington today, but we know that players are coming in tomorrow. And we should actually be quite excited about that as Man United fans. This is where he's going to get to work with Jadon Sancho straight away, Marcus Rashford, Luke Shaw. You know what I mean? A lot of players. And but because we're so down about the transfer window, we're forgetting that. Can you remind us, back to that point what Shafi was saying there, is there a point there about Ten Hag can literally improve some players that we think have no chance? Is that still true in your eyes?
I think what Juan said definitely has some truth in it, but let me go to a little bit more in depth to this, because it has to do with the system. If you look at United last season, they are without a great system that the players know how to play it. Some players were swimming within the midfield, some players were pressing where others were falling back. There wasn't like a team spirit that they will do everything for the same objective. With Ten Hag, that a certain kind of style will be implemented. It can be the Ajax style. Maybe it will be a little bit different, that style, a little bit more suited for Man United, but with those elements in it. So it's not only about making the player better. It is like making the player confident and understand the system that needs to be played. If the players know what to do, then they can try to do it their utmost to fulfill that role. And I think with the last season, there was so much the players that didn't know what they had to bring that they could not fulfill it right, So it's not only like making the players better, it's like letting the players system that they know what to do. Then they will increase in level already. That is the thing. He will make a structure that they will find themselves comfortable in, and they know what to bring during the match. And those principles, they're already stating some rules and requirements that they need that he needs from his players in certain roles. This only will already improve the player because they know what is expected from them.
I hear you. Super chat here. Amar's just given up. He's like, big man, just tell me how much for the lot. If you go to like the market or car boot sales, like how much for this?
Car boot sales.
How much for that?
Yeah.
You know what? First, how much for the lot? How much lump sum? Can we just give you like a light, I don't know, 350 million and just buy the lot? I don't know.
I'd be wicked.
Can we give you 350 M's plus add-ons and give you our guys?
No, we're getting robbed, bruv.
Yeah, we would be.
You know what it is, Flex? This is the problem also a bit, People think that only buying new players will solve something. You have to go deeper than that. It has to do with the management. It has to do with the coach. It has to do with the system. Trust your coach. If you're already losing faith in the coach now, it's dead already. Trust the coach, trust the process, and the transfer window is still open for 2 months, more than 2 months.
Would you urge Man United fans to remain calm? On a serious note.
Of course. Remain calm, but make sure you get your primary signing. Sign Frenkie de Jong.
That's key.
Sign Frenkie de Jong and remain calm. And also be open to bargain buys, Look at Tagliafico.
We don't do this is the point that I'm saying to you is like, again, you'll know Ajax and you'll know what the kind of things that they like to do. I know that no one in our club is for Tagliafico, 4 million. No one's thought about that because we don't go for those type of signings. Even we don't look into the Scottish League to see what's going on there. Is there anyone that could make us better or is better than what we have now? Unless it's like a player's just gone to Chelsea, Crystal Palace. I laughed and said to myself, we're probably going to sign him in 3 years for a crazy amount of money because this is what we do. We're not invested in the creating players and making them better. We just buy them when they're fully made, fully done.
And not only this, KG, you guys have a world-class academy. Ajax is known for the youth academy. Ajax is known for this, and we will make sure that we always have Ajax identity players in our team. we will make sure there's a mix with experienced players, with youth players, and a few signings. Go look at your academy. Try to implement some players. Bring back some Man United identity in the squad also. Sorry, go ahead. Say something.
There's quite a few super chats here before we wrap up near the end of the show. Malloy says, one question to Flex, Owen and KG. What is the sudden obsession with lifting heavy among our players? Cruz, Modric, and Pirlo aren't built like brick walls. Yeah, it's just get the muscles out pre-season.
McTominay thing.
Just get your best attributes out, innit? You're not going to get out and do round the roads and record it because you can't do that. So you just get the muscles out, innit? Do the thing.
So it shows his bench press.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Can you do step overs? No, but can you lift this?
Yeah. McTominay's doing the one where he's on the exercise bike doing the pull-ups on the thing. Have you seen that one on Instagram? Guy's doing the madness in the gym. He's got the exercise bike hanging onto his feet while he's doing the pull-up. Oh, it's crazy. Andy, big up to you, latest member of the United View Members Club. Big up Sati. Sati says, breaking news, Wesley Sneijder and Nicholas Gaeta are ready to sign finally after all these years. WJ Barrett says there are players that there's players there that kept beating City and have beat Chelsea. They all can't be rubbish. Reset, and their form will change under real coaching. WJ Barrett's always very positive and very calm. I've definitely noticed.
He's related to Marcel. I think he's got the Marcel DNA going on there.
100%. Red Baron says we aren't losing faith in Ten Hag. We just feel burned by the Glazers. Yeah, I agree with that. 100%.
I'm excited about this. Tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. And Nathan Joseph says whenever the WeTalkAjax guys say Ten Hag's name with the accent, KG does the screw face like the beat just dropped. KG is vibes. Big up both channels as well.
I'm just trying. I just like the way you say it because I just
it sounds proper.
I'm a long way off getting that right.
100%. Do you know what? One player I've been I was thinking about, like, we just never speak about it. We're not linked to him or anything. I was just thinking about it. Just interesting what you guys think in the community. James Justin at Leicester. I'd have him. I think he's solid. I think he's quick. I know he's coming off the back of a big injury, but he played all the games after he came back from that big injury. He is quick and hard as nails, and no one really talks about him. I know it could be like, he's crazy,
Fleck,
but
I want to negotiate with Leicester ever again because we can't even show our faces when it comes to negotiations.
That aside,
you know what I mean?
I just like the player, man. He passes the eye test for me. James
Can you
Justin,
imagine United pick up the phone to Leicester? We want to buy one of your players. They go, really?
Yeah.
Look, wait, no.
They would want 150 million, but he is good. He is good, man. He is good.
Owen, they'll probably be like, what do you call it? Hold on, I'm just going to put you on hold. And you know when we're not really on hold? It's the guys that have been blowing through cash.
Yeah. It's like on
How
Wolf
bad
of
is
Wall
that?
Street. You know when he's on the phone the first time, he's going, sharp.
How bad is that the Maguire thing has literally done this where, like, if someone said to you, do you want to get Wesley Fofana? We would be like, nah, because last time we got Maguire, we just don't want him. Would you want Pereira? He's good. Nah, don't want. Like, the Maguire thing has literally, like, we're too scared to even go and get someone genuine from Leicester. Someone just said I missed their super chat before we wrap up. 1 second. Where is it? There's so many. I think I've read it.
John Doe.
Yeah, I'm trying to look for it. Oh, there you go. If Ajax played in the Premier League this year, where would we finish? Oh, that's a good one. Let's finish on that one. John Doe, where would Ajax finish in the Premier League as they currently stand?
Let's all do a prediction.
If you kept Antony and Martinez and as your squad as it is, where would you finish? Ajax, you go first.
Okay, you're giving me the ball first. Okay.
Yeah, give me the ball first.
It's difficult because we have a new coach now. We lost some players.
No, you had 10 Hag still. You had 10 Hag, like the same team.
We're at least finishing in a Europe place. That's for sure. But I think top 6 maybe.
Okay, Papimento.
Yeah, I'd say 4th Champions League, baby. Let's go.
Okay,
we're talking about the team. Let's make it fair. The team that won the league last season, we're talking about. With 10 Hag. So that's the more realistic.
Okay. Top 4.
Your team that won the league last season.
Seriously, if Spurs and Arsenal, I've seen them play, and you guys were battling for 4th, I think our team was more solid last season in the long run. So I think 4th place would be doable.
Yeah.
Okay. Sabi, do you agree with that? Or you got any different opinions there?
No, for sure. If I have to look at this season, it will be quite different. Then it will be indeed, as Ajax said, top 6. But compared with last season, top 4 for sure. And as Alex said,
that famous team, man, that 18-19, they're saying they would have won the league, mate. Guys, we've come to the end of the show, man. I mean, needless to say, it's always dope hooking up with the family. You guys are now family to the United View. It's always wicked having you on. Basically, you're telling us hands off unless you pay the money. Everyone thinks we're a selling club, but guess what? You laughed at us, but you're not laughing now, are you?
Thanks for having us, Flex. Always great.
No worries, man. You guys know what to do. Link in the video description below to the We Talk Ajax guys. They're giving that great content every single week. So go like up their channel and make sure you get at these guys on Twitter if you haven't done already. And we will have these guys back on, I'm sure, because as the Ten Hag revolution kicks off, I'm sure there'll be a lot more to talk about. And even as this transfer window unfolds, because as Ajax says, there's still a long time left. Crazy stuff can happen. They've got a lot of strength saying we're not a selling club anymore. We've reached our quota. Well, let's see what money can do. Let's see what money can do. Guys, we are out of here. We'll see you tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. sharp for the transfer show as per usual. And we are out of here, guys. Peace.